New Year's Day rather. So, and beyond, obviously, because it won't, yeah. So from Magpie Brewery, it's their 1500 Tidings barrel aged cherry and vanilla Imperial Stout. 10.5%, recyclable bottle, reusable, comes with a discount on. So, you know, if you live nearby like I do, one, you can refill the bottle, obviously wash the bugger out first, and get you 10% off next order, which I'm going to do because I'm going to order their mixed box. There's some beers on there I have not had before, and then there's some beers to drink, you know, or re-review, because sometimes it's just nice to do a re-review. So, crack this bad boy open. 10.5%, warmed in the house tonight, not left in the, you know, in the chilled beer room because it is too cold to be drinking nice beer. Never has a head on, and I don't expect this one will. Some splashed out the glass then. What a bloody waste. I hate wasting beer. The only time I waste beer is when I give it away to people. And I don't do that often, obviously. You know. Good evening again. So, nigh on black pour and woof, cherry. Massive cherry on nose. No notification yet. I reckon it'll be a minute or two in. You'll hear the ding. It'll come through on the phone, funnily enough. You'll hear an email noise. Yeah. No head on this. I'm not sure if this is a thing with barrel-aged beers that they don't have head on. This is from Magpie Brewery, based in next to Knox County's ground in Nottingham. In fact, I think it's across the road. I love cherry beer. I've brewed my own homebrewed cherry beer. Love it. I love strong cherry beer. I've ramped up the ABV triple what you were supposed to put in just to get a strong cherry beer. And to have a cherry Imperial Stout. Oh. Maybe. I mean, to be honest, sometimes with heads on beers, it's a pain in the arse because when you're waiting for the head to go down, you're like, it's supping time gone down the drain, isn't it? I had a cherry bourbon last night. Had some, had half the bottle. Slept well. Yeah, the gross type cap. Ah. Bloody comments. Why don't they stay on the screen? Is that came out at 5% with both kits then? That's interesting, because if I was going to brew it, I would want to keep the sugar as it is, or maybe add more sugar. I want to do the same thing with Wilco's kits. Fucking thing out there, can't see the screen. Yeah, so I want to do a ginger beer kit, which will be simply ginger beer. And then I want to do Wilco's IPA to make a ginger IPA. It's similar to what Krabby's themselves did with Hobgoblin IPA. I think it was Hobgoblin IPA. They did the ginger IPA. And I'm sure it was Hobgoblin. I might be wrong. And I'm surprised they didn't redo it, because it was a cracking beer. And the stout, they did the ginger stout. It was amazing. And to me, Krabby's, Halewood, they have good ideas and they don't fucking follow them through. Krabby's Black was an amazing ginger beer, 6%. Awesome. Oak matured ginger beer. Oh shit, I'm on 15%. Need to keep an eye on that, otherwise I'll just end up disappearing at some stage. Yeah. I definitely fancy mixing them. So you mixed them both at the beginning then? Ah, that's interesting. That's probably why they are the way they are then. And that's probably why my IKEA ones that I took and got draft beer in, why they were pretty much flat when I poured them as well, because of the fact that there's not a bit of squirt of CO2 banging in. Ah, rightio, that's very interesting. Right. That's a raggy experiment for the new year. Simply ginger beer, Wilco's IPA, bosh them together. A ginger IPA. Not the cheapest of ginger IPAs at nearly 28 quid for both kits. Then about probably 2 or 3 bags of sugar, if not 4. 30 quid though for a brew. Not bad. Experimental brew at that. I mean, at least I can reuse them, which is, you know, the good thing. So did you put both packets of yeast in at the same time as well then? It's interesting. I love experiments because, you know, breweries they cheat as well. Let's be fair. I read the story about one of these breweries with a rum barrel aged beer, and they actually added rum into it as well. And I'm thinking, I can do that, fucker. Just pour the bottle in, or a couple, and it'd be some sort of rum beer. That's interesting. Gotta do it after Christmas for the summer months, you know. I mean, I've got a mate, and his first homebrew, he was adding. He did the Corona version, the Mexican Cerveza kit from Wilco's, and he added lime cordial. So you had to boil the lime cordial to get rid of all the preservatives, you know, the yeast killing things. Yeah, there's always cheats, isn't there? I mean, you can buy all this wood. You can buy this wood that you put into beer. I've actually found that on a juice wine that I've brewed, one of the juice wines failed. It didn't do anything. So when one of them had finished, I think it was the orange juice wine had finished, I poured the apple juice wine into the leftover sediment from the orange juice wine, and it bubbled up. And I tell you what, it made a fantastic apple juice wine with just a hint of orange in the background, because obviously some of the sediment was orange yeast. And it's amazing. It's amazing how you can. I don't know. Even I won't know that. Happy New Year. I've had some issues in the shed. I came home one day and I brewed three at the same time. And this was in the early days of this channel. I brewed 3 beers at the same time. Went to work, it was a bloody hot day. Come home, the temperature in the shed was 120 degrees, so it was bloody hot. And I walked in and there was fucking crap everywhere where it had all blown out the tops of the airlocks. I hadn't had many beers on secondary fermentation. The key is not to put too much sugar in the bottle for secondary fermentation. Otherwise, you can make bottles get very, very large. I've had plastic bottles that start off slim, and by the time the end of secondary fermentation, they're double the size. And however they haven't blown is an amazing thing. But right. See, I'll chuck my yeast away afterwards. But then again, I don't really brew that much, to be honest. I'm the only one drinking the bloody stuff, so it's unless I have mates around, and obviously none of us have been having mates around, have we, this year? Next year, maybe after spring. I'd like to try something quirky and get a beer kit, get a lot more sugar, use champagne yeast instead of beer yeast, and just do some silly, you know, just see if you can really ramp up the ABV just for the sake of being bloody, you know, being a bit like Brewdog in some ways, and the way they are. So, really feeling the ABV on this. At room temperature, it is a beast. That 10.5%, really kicks in. Welcome back. And flipping heck, I'm really, chilled Imperial Stout versus room temperature. Wow, there is a massive difference in how it comes. Oh yeah, if you drink it and stuff. I mean, let's be fair. I made prune juice wine because, and this was my thinking, prunes are dried plums. So my thinking was, never had a head on it. My thinking was, dried plums is prunes. So, okay, if I ferment the prune juice, it'll come out to be a plum wine. Did it, Bob? Go out to be a prune wine. Oh, missed that. Yes, no head on this. None of them have had any heads on, to be fair. But it may be due to the lid. It may be. But nonetheless, superb pint. 10.5%. Bloody nice. Orville. I went to watch him at the Nottingham Theatre Royal years ago. My mum used to get tickets every week, and we used to go down every flipping week. Used to go down to the Nottingham Theatre Royal, and some of the shows were good. Some of the shows, like Annie, I'm a bloke watching Annie. Fuck's sake, it's so boring. Some ginger-haired girl walking around the stage. The sun will come out tomorrow. Is that the same one? I think it is. I've had a drink, so I might be wrong. Good evening, and Happy New Year as well. Yeah, prune wine is clear out juice. It is the sun will come out tomorrow. It is Annie, isn't it? Yeah, that fucking song, I hate the bastard. Oh, I'll tell you what, room temperature is where Imperials really come into their own. Chilled, I didn't feel the ABV so much. At room temperature, yeah. I watched it. We were sat at the back of the Theatre Royal 3 hours, busting for a piss. And good evening, Happy New Year. Yeah, busting for a piss, and I couldn't stand it. And but I had to watch it. We're having a New Year's takeaway. God knows what it is. And if it's something I won't eat, if it's pizza, that's it. I'm cooking myself something. Yes, dark beers, room temperature, Goldens, pales, and fridge, chilled. The one thing about this beer room, it is chilled. I mean, the only reason I'm warm is because I'm actually sat a foot away from a Caligaspire. I can't stand pizza. I had some French bread earlier, funnily enough. Didn't mind that so much, but I can't be done with pizza. I think we had too much of it. And my son's buying it, so I've got a 20. I'll get there in a minute. 4-year-old son, and he's buying takeaway tonight. He's a good lad, yeah. There is that. We was talking about that earlier about peaking too soon. I'm going to drink this, and I'm going to lay off any beer for a few hours, and then I might do a late night review. If the wife falls asleep, then I might do. And in some ways, in fish and chips, jobs are good. And in this year, of COVID, seeing out this year and saying fuck you to this year is a good thing, I reckon. No, he doesn't drink these days. When he goes out drinking, he's a soldier. He can drink. My God, I've picked him up in town, pissed out of his head. Yeah, I've picked him up in town. We got kicked out of the taxi one night, halfway from town, and I had to walk. I'd already had a drink, so I couldn't fucking go down to him. And we worried that he was going to get mugged, because there's some wankers about these days. So I got the dog. Me and the dog walked down to him, and we did encounter a few idiots on the way back. They kept away because of the dog. But but now he just doesn't really drink at all. Titanic plum porter, jobs are good. And yes, You've got to have Titanic plum porter, St. Peter's plum porter, and try and, you know, I doubt I'll scare anyone off. But, you know, if it's your family you're protecting, you would bring it up a notch, wouldn't you, if you needed to, you know. Plus, I've worked on a public park for 20 odd years. You know, you see a lot of idiots. You confront a lot of idiots. Yeah, it's the ones that give you shit back and tell you to fuck off are the ones you have to watch out for. You know, the ones with scars on the faces, you think, yeah, I don't think I'll do that. He's deaf, so don't fucking hear them. And he's never, you know, our Charlie, Cocker Spaniel, he's never, ever been interested in fireworks. Not bothered him. Our previous dog, Max, a bearded collie, he ripped up the floor in the kitchen because of fireworks. Yeah, Charlie, not interested. You steal his food, you fucked it. But when it comes to fireworks, nah, it's like, fuck's that noise? Nah, I'm not interested. Oh. The Titanic Grand Reserve is another beast as well. And then you've got the port infused Grand Reserve. So I've had the port infused version. I have not had the Grand Reserve non-port infused version. And then also you've got Elgood's Plum Porter. You've got Blue Monkey, they do. These fellas, where's the monkey? He's over there somewhere. Blue Monkey do a plum stout as well. Yeah, it does affect some animals, doesn't it? I'm glad. I think it's Sainsbury's don't even sell fireworks now for Christmas at all. Staffordshire, Alton Towers country, and Drayton Manor as well. Let's hope they come back from this year. Tough year for them. I reckon we need a plum porter homebrew kit. It would sell. You know, that's another one. Whenever I get on St. Peter's and start commenting, I always say, bring out a plum porter kit. I think fireworks should only be allowed at official gatherings. There's too many little wankers chucking fireworks. We used to have some across the road, fucking aiming fireworks at people's houses. You know, dickheads. And I had neighbours about that way a little bit. Yeah, what it was a young girl. I think she was Asian or black. She was on the rapids. You'd think so, wouldn't you? But there isn't. I've not seen one. Plum porter kit, that is. Yeah, she was on the rapids at Drayton Manor, and she was in a school group. Now, to go on the rapids, young kids, get up on rides, water rides. They get up and stand up fucking about. There should have been an adult supervisor to say, get down, stay down. She got up. It obviously hit the side. She's gone over the side. She's got dragged into the current. And unfortunately, she died. But the fact of the matter is, there should have been adult supervision. You're on them rapids. You know you're going to get wet. You sit there and you take the fucker. And, you know, the school, in my opinion, the school and any adult supervisors there should have been there accountable. Not really the park. No one else has died on them. There's rapids all around the world. No one's ever died on Alton Towers. You know, and if I was on that rapids and in that thing with the girl, I'd have said to her, oi, sit down. But I've seen them myself. I've been on rapids where people have got up and you say, oi, fucking hell. You know. And it was very bad luck for Drayton Manor, that was. But obviously, you know, that's a ride there, probably £1 million ride. God knows how much these things cost. But so that's dented their image. And then they also lost then the roller coaster that they had, X-Force, I think it was, or G-Force, whatever it was. That died. Fucking, they couldn't get the part for it, so they had to, you know. Did he? Yeah, that's, yeah. So really. And then this year they got took over by the people who own Pleasurewood Hills. Now, Pleasurewood Hills are okay, but it's not a fantastic park. But hopefully next year, the theme park industry will get better. I mean, we had a great park in Ilkeston, American Adventure, fantastic park, and at the time one of the best in the UK. The Missile, when it was there, unbelievable. And then obviously bad owners, bad managers, and it just fucked things up. Oh, in Orlando, yes. Love the American theme parks. Orlando is my favourite place in the world. Been there 4 times. God knows how we afforded it, but yeah, amazing place. If I can get there again, I will do. I need to sue one of my older employers for when I fell through a roof in a garage. 13, it's okay, but I don't think they should get rid of rides. The black hole, flipping heck. Yeah, takeaway, sit down, watch TV, try not to fall asleep, pissed up. That would not please the wife. She'd give me some shit. And I mean, she's done well recently. I've been drunk most nights. And when I get back to work, I'll have to try and wean myself off the beer a bit. Or certainly drink a lot less. Oh, bless you. Got work on Monday, so I'm not sure what's happening with work. I'm not sure if I'm doing a full week, a 4-day week, or a 2-day week, you know. Now we're in tier 4. And obviously, furlough does help firms like where I work. So it's going to be interesting. Isle of Man. And obviously, you can't get in Isle of Man at the moment, though, can you? The borders are closed. I think, apart from flying in, I'm sure that's what it was. Orkney beers. I did have an Orkney beer. Is it Red McGregor from Orkney Brewery? I know, Sunday I'm going to feel stressed. Thinking about work. And it's not the fact that work's bad. It's the fact of going back to work. And Sunday night, I'm going to have a crap night's sleep. I'm going to have to go to bed early and try and get myself fucking drunk. I'm sure Red McGregor's one of theirs because I got it from Low Cost Beer. Oh. So, continue pouring this out. Good old Magpie Brewery. £9.50 a bottle, but well worth it. Yeah. Get the beer drinking done and dusted early. You know I won't. No whiskey tonight. I'm trying to keep off the spirits because I drink it like pop. Yeah. April. I'm not sure if April is going to be early enough for a beer festival. You'll see beer festivals in April. I think even with the vaccine, you know, you've got to have a massive Red McGregor. Yes, Red McGregor is very nice. Very nice. I've reviewed it on the channel and it is a top class beer. Lovely. Can't remember much about it, but I remember drinking it and I remember it was nice. I think it'll be summer. Summer's hopefully around my birthday, June the 24th, hopefully we'll all be back to normal. I can go out, have a bloody good piss up on my birthday. Go to all the tap rooms in town. Stuff the normal pubs, go to the tap rooms. Yeah, I think June's about best. The good thing is, the Robin Hood Beer Festival, i.e. Nottingham, at the Castle, will be October 2021. So I reckon we'll be good for that. There's also a Hucknall Beer Festival in August. And fucking hell, I'm only 49. This is anxiety and stress. That's what it does to you. And in my younger years, gel, hair gel. I reckon that's what it is. I used to gel my hair up all the time. I've spiky hair. And I reckon that's what it was, you know. But certainly mental health. Mental health hasn't helped. And years ago, I didn't drink at all. So I can't even put it down to drinking too early. Yeah, 36. Yeah, I wish. Yeah, be nice. You know, when I was 29, I thought, fucking hell, 30. And you're thinking, shit, fucking 30. And now, next year, I'm looking at 50, and it's like, fucking hell, 50. And you know when I reach 40, no, I've never done Peterborough. Peterborough's not that far away either. I've drove down there. My daughter actually went on the university to Peterborough. Yeah. I drank and got pissed up as a 10-year-old on Strongbow. Oh shit, my phone's dying. 5%. Fucking hell. I've got to end this review near enough. Bugger. It's gone. Has it gone dark your end? It's certainly gone dark this end. So I need to kill the review because it's yeah, I'm not down it in one. Sod that. So lovely cherry, hint of vanilla, more about the cherry throughout. Good strength, great at room temperature, much better at room temperature. Don't drink these beers chilled. I'm feeling tanked at room temperature. Chilled, I didn't really feel it. And I can't read these. It's so dark, I can't read the flipping comments. No, bastard. Pardon my French, for those of you who don't like swearing. Been a great review. And been a great chat. More about the chat, really, than the review, I feel, in a lot of ways. But good to chat with all of you. Might see you later. Hope, you know, I might try and get on about 11:45 if I can. If the wife's asleep, then I'm definitely going to get on. I'll get something to drink, even if it's fucking alcohol free. As long as I ain't got to come down the shed and break my neck. Yeah. So, cherry and vanilla. More about the cherry. Hint of vanilla. Fucking hell. Yeah, I'm all to charge the phone. I think I took the phone off charge last night to have a nosy at the time. Bastard. I hadn't even used the phone today as well. Such a fucker. And I don't kill the. I don't end the review before it goes off. So, out of 5, for me, a good 4.6% beer. 4.6 out of 5. Not 4.6%. 10.5% beer. Yeah. Probably the best of the 4 I've tasted so far. 3 I've tasted, rather. I've got 1 left. And that's just a classic Imperial Stout with no flavour. Very nice. And Happy New Year if I don't see you later. Cheers, everyone. And cheers, Magpie Brewery. What a classic of a beer. And, right, I better turn this off before it dies on me. Cheers. Is it dark? Fucking is it?